How are you? I'm Femi Olujobi, and for a time before I decided to do the New Negro by Alan Locke. To start off, I think to be a new Negro, if I had to describe it in one phrase, would be self-love. Just finding love within yourself and your culture and your race. In this case, it would be the African American race, and I believe in order to be a new Negro, you have to have a lot of pride and just fight for your people as a whole, whether that's for equality, for a voice, just our us being done right by, not just economically and politically, but also socially, physically, and mentally. There's a lot of stuff going on in today's society where a lot of people may not think that we get the equal treatment of equal standards, like within other races. Then, not to say it's just us, I also think it's the minorities as a whole. But one thing, well, a few things that I've learned after reading this was that Langston, Alan Locke, actually was able to help edit a special magazine, and it included the works from Langston Hughes and Zora Neale Hurston. And the reason I picked these two names out of the others, out of all of them, were because those are two names while dealing with my experience in African American studies from my freshman year of college to my junior year of college. Those are two names that I've seen pop up a lot, and I've dealt with some of their work the most. And I feel like it's very cool that he had the opportunity to work with such pioneers, and it shows just his how can I say it, his stand. I don't want to say his standard, but I can't really find the word, but it just explains the importance that Alan Locke also had on this time period, even though we may not hear of his name as much as those other two. But another thing that I learned was that the New Negro, well, the Harlem Renaissance and the New Negro is actually in correlation with each other. The Harlem Renaissance, another name for it, was the New Negro movement, and the Harlem Renaissance is a time period where I feel like our race had a boom and like an explosion culturally and socially and also artistically. And when I say artistically, I mean through our music, through imagery, photography, writings, and just a lot more. I feel like we had a lot of saying and um, a lot of positive outcomes with that during that time period. And in order to be a new Negro in the 21st century, I feel like in some way you have to have some type of influence over your culture, or just fight for your people as a whole, just day in day out. It can't be just one day here and there. I feel like it has to be truly within you. And one person I would say, if I had to give an example of who I think a new Negro would be in today's society. I'm not saying that he, well, I would say Kanye West, because I feel like he has a lot of say in today's society, and not just culturally, like through his music, through fashion. I feel like a lot of people look up to him. He has a very high following to where his beliefs rub off on other people. Not to say that everything that he does is positive, because some stuff I don't agree with. That's just human nature. But I feel like that's one person that we could look and kind of look at him to be someone of the new Negro standard for the most part. But yeah, that was my video, and I hope you enjoyed it.